Well, before we get to the movie, I understand that you have a story you'd like to tell me.
I just took a trip with the family down to Tucson. And for half the time we stayed at a old hotel. It was built back in the 1930s.
Those are full of ghosts.
John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart had stayed there, various Hollywood types. The day we got there, there was another little film production going on. An amateur rap video was being filmed in the swimming area. So, you know, me and Lorenzo show up to the pool area, and I'm like, what fresh hell is this? There's these three women, just explosions of hair extensions and wigs and long nails and everything, bikinis. They're not, like, singing.
Right.
I get in there, and it's hardly a distraction at all. But also when I get in there, they start making it rain. They have a huge stack of dollar bills, which I've never seen outside of a bank, a stack this big. And they're doing this, and the wind picks up.
Oh, no.
It all goes into the pool. None of them can go into the pool because they're in costume. I just heroically jump into the pool as the one grown-up with swimming shorts on. And I'm swimming through the water, grabbing dollar bills.
Like the Nirvana baby.
Like the Nirvana baby, exactly. And I'm like, this is a dream I never knew I had. I handed the watery money back. They never acknowledged me at all after that, which was fine.
They didn't give you a cameo in the video. Just a walk through. I would love to see that video and those gals are shaking it and then you just kind of strut through the background. I've got a bunch of movies that I've never seen before. You don't know what they are. Every episode I'm going to spring one on you. It might be good. It might be bad. We'll watch it and talk about it. Welcome to the basement. As the man said in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, when the legend becomes fact, print the legend. But what if you don't know where the legends begin and the facts end, or even if there are any facts at all, such as the case with the story of Robin Hood, for instance.
Yeah, we watched that.
Such is also the case with the legends of King Arthur.
Oh, okay.
Released in 2004 and directed by Antoine Fuqua, King Arthur stars Clive Owen, Keira Knightley, Ray Winstone, Stellan Skarsgård, and Basement Hall of Famer Mads Mikkelsen.
Well played, Mr. Sloan.
It was produced by Jerry Bruckheimer and written by Gladiator screenwriter David Franzoni. Clive Owen got the role of King Arthur after Russell Crowe, Mel Gibson, and Hugh Jackman turned it down. Producer Bruckheimer vetoed the director's choice of a then completely unknown Daniel Craig because he believed that Clive Owen would be the next James Bond.
Whoops. That's not Rufus Sewell. Why isn't Rufus Sewell in this? I like Rufus Sewell.
You like saying Rufus Sewell?
Sewell. It has Hugh Dancy.
Sewell, yeah.
Hugh Dancy's a real name. Hugh Dancy. This is a name that couldn't have happened without the Norman conflicts, which puts an end to this whole era.
Since we're watching a movie about a king, I thought your gift should be a crown.
Oh, well then. Oh!
It's your favorite!
Favorite cola.
Royal Crown.
Royal Crown Cola, not a sponsor of the show. Ding!
All right, well, gird your loins with mail and a mace, and put your halberd on your horse, and get up on the horse and ride over to the old leather couch, where we are going to be taking in the spectacle and the period drama of King Arthur. The Roman Empire. It's big, you guys. It stretches all the way across Europe and into Britain. The Romans take over this land called Salmatia.
You guys should join the army, and we're not going to give you a choice. Give us your sons. One of these boys was Lancelot. 15 years later, they need to protect a very important bishop named Germanius, who's come all the way from Rome. Now, this is their last job. Once they're done with this, they get to go home or wherever they want.
They're attacked by woads.
Woads?
They were sent by Merlin, the head woad. They fight with the woads. They win. Woad, please. All of the knights are here.
Lancelot,
Galahad, Gawain, Bors, Dagonet, and Tristan.
He's got a hawk.
Tristan, right ahead and make sure the road is clear.
Make sure that road is woadless. And of course, their leader, Arthur.
Who is a Roman centurion of British birth.
What will you do, Arthur, when you return to your beloved Rome?
Give thanks to God that I survived to see it.
And then I'm going to eat a pizza. They get to the Roman outpost. The bishop is strutting around like he owns the place.
When my master meets with your knights, he must be seated at the head of the table.
What? The table is round? A round table? What? A circle? Arthur's a real outside the rectangle thinker, if you know what I'm saying.
You see, Arthur's been reading this Roman author who's like, hey, everyone's equal.
His teachings on free will and equality have been a great influence.
It's important to his character. It's not important to us. You can drop that line in anywhere you want in this episode.
I look forward to our reunion in Rome.
Rome awaits your arrival with great anticipation.
They talk about the impending invasion of the Saxons. They're going to slaughter everything in their path. Arthur says, I don't care about that. I served my 15 years, and I am out of here.
Your discharge papers with safe conduct throughout the Roman Empire. But first,
One last job.
You're gonna rob a casino. Before I give you your freedom, there's just one more thing that the Pope wants you to do. It's just a little errand. Find Marius Honorius. His son, Alecto, is going to grow up to be a great bishop. These guys need to be transferred back to the outpost safely, or else the Saxons are going to get him. Arthur is not happy about this.
On this day, you ask this of my men. On this day.
Well, let's just say the Pope made up a new calendar. He does that sometimes. That they have to work for 3 more months because calendar work. Shit different.
Arthur has to break the news to his knights. They are not happy.
We fought for Rome and they've screwed us over.
It's for the dead homies.
Oh, merciful God, I have such need of your mercy now.
Okay.
Not for myself,
For who?
for my knights.
Oh, right.
Deliver them from the trials ahead, and I will repay you 1,000-fold.
Done and done.
It's important to his character. It's not important to us.
You should determine that that sacrifice must be my life for theirs, so that they may once again taste the freedom that has so long been denied to them.
I gotta go. I'm kind of busy.
Lancelot questions Arthur's faith. It's important to his character. It's not important to us.
How many times in battle have we snatched victory from the jaws of defeat?
4 times.
Meanwhile, the Saxons have shown up.
Cerdic is the leader of the Saxons, and he's a vicious man. They are going to march south, and every village they find, they're going to burn it down, and they're going to kill everyone.
And what? The British people are going to stop us? We're Saxons. They finally arrive at the northernmost Roman villa. What's going on with this guy?
What is this punishment for?
This isn't punishment. We're a weird village.
Yeah, he's really into that.
We like to do things a little differently.
All of you were free from your first breath!
It's important to his character. It's not important to us. If we leave anyone behind, they're going to be killed by the Saxons because the Saxons are messed up in the head.
So we need to have this caravan of people, and we're going to lead you south to safety. They notice this weird locked door. What's in here? No one will tell them the answer. So they break in. It's this weird temple.
And there's all these people down there, dead or dying.
They're going to sacrifice them to God because they refuse to do their duty and become serfs to the bishop. One of the people down here is a young lady. Her name is Guinevere.
Water! Give me some water!
Oh, I'm Walter. No!
Well, she was 13 going on dead. Now she's back to being 13 going on 30. That was her, right?
Nope, not at all.
Ah, damn it. That was the other one.
Yes. Jennifer Garner.
Yeah. The caravan moves south. Arthur and Guinevere are talking.
Some of your fingers are out of place.
Nadoy. Arthur and Guinevere's cute meet. So how did you two meet, Arthur? Well, funny story. So she was in a dungeon. And And
Well, it wasn't a dungeon; it was a temple.
it was a temple.
Yeah,
But it
you've
was
got
like,
it. You're always getting that part wrong.
Okay, it was a temple, but like she was getting sacrificed and tortured.
Oh, was I getting tortured? Really?
Yeah, well, you didn't see her hands.
And you came and rescued me. I'll never forget that.
That's right. The Saxons find Marius's castle. They burn it to the ground.
Take your men east. I'll take the main army to the wall. Bring the family there.
Now, Mr. Skarsgård, it says here in your contract, we'll never speak above a whisper. Is that a hard and fast? I'm sorry, sir, I can't hear you. Can you? Oh, I get it. All right, never mind. Oh, Guinevere is taking a sensual bath in a tent, and Arthur is smitten. She leads him out into a field. Ooh, yeah, I'm going out into the field. Arthur gets all the chicks, and I just get dead mice. I don't know what was that.
That was the thing
He
that
was
his sister
stroking.
gave him back in Sardinia or wherever they're
Just a-
from.
A lump.
How do you like this early 90s rock video lighting we're in right now?
But Merlin is there. It's a trap. No, it's not. Merlin just wants to talk. You and I could do some stuff, and we could help each other defeat these Saxons. The Woads came to my village, and they killed my father.
I did not wish her dead.
You will never be James Bond.
You think that it's a sure thing, but it does not happen.
Get this, he'll be blonde. Impossible?
Merlin can make it happen.
Pelagius, a man as close to me as any, is there now, teaching that all men are free.
It's important to his character. It's not important to us.
There's this big expanse of ice. That ice looks mighty thin.
Is there any other way?
No, we have to cross the ice.
It's going to be an exciting action set piece.
This is too crackly for all of us to cross.
Instead of crossing the ice, let's stay and fight the Saxons.
The Saxons show up, and they're not very smart.
They're crossing the ice. Tonight we swim in hell! Arthur and his people, including Guinevere, who it turns out she's really good with a bow and arrow. They start shooting arrows at the Saxons.
They get tricked into clumping together, and then the crackety-crack goes the ice.
But that ice just won't break. All right, now instead of arrows, shoot anvils at them. Dagonet.
He's going to use the power of axe on ice.
He's getting shot with arrows. He's sacrificing his life, folks.
He breaks the ice apart. Most of that branch of the Saxon army sinks into the ice.
Arthur and the gang make it back to Hadrian's Wall. The bishop's son is safe. I think the bishop is dead, but no one really cares. Oh, you done us so good. Here's your freedom. Look, the freedom. Oh, that's a cute little Peter Bogdanovich scarf he has on. I really like it. It really suits him.
You have your deeds.
Deeds in themselves are meaningless unless they're for some higher purpose.
It's important to his character. It's not important to us. Gwendolyn gives Arthur a
Guinevere.
Gwendolyn, I'm sorry.
Those Saxons are coming. They're going to slaughter everybody. I think you should stay and help. Guinevere comes to Arthur in the night. Keira Knightley.
What tomorrow brings, we cannot know.
Did she say something there?
She said, "Ba, ba, 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 boo." And they make love. Tenderly, furtively, but aggressively.
He gets all frocked up in his centurion outfit.
Why did he put on extra eyeliner for battle?
To sexy it up a bit.
As if Clive Owen needs it. Come on. Those knights are leaving, but one by one they turn back. They can't desert Arthur. They can't desert Arthur. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little choked up. At the loyalty. Okay, keep it together. The knights are back together. The Saxons charge the wall.
Tacos, tacos, tacos!
As free men, we chose to make it so.
It's important to his character. It's not important to us. Ow! Ah, not my leg!
Tacos,
Tacos, tacos!
Keira Knightley. She's all blue now.
They're all eventually killed, except for one guy who makes it through the gate.
Oh, you guys. Oh, man, it was so crazy in there. Oh, don't go in there. It's not good. So they say shields up, and that he's walking like this toward the arrows. Okay, if she's this good a fighter,
Yeah?
why couldn't she escape the temple? Why was she taken there in the first... it doesn't make sense. Tristan and Cerdic face off. Oh, brave Tristan, will you triumph? No, you will not. Arthur faces Cerdic. They fight, they fight, they fight. Now he did. And the battle's over. Arthur and his boys have triumphed. Oh, also Lancelot was killed. Oh no, this sweet piece of ass is dead. Oh no.
It was my life to be taken!
Yeah. You. Is this your first battle, Arthur? I know. It's Survivor's Guild, but you should be used to this by now. It's important to his character. It's not important to us.
And now it's time for a wedding! It's a lovely ceremony. Officiated by Merlin, of course. Tacos! Tacos! Tacos!
And as for the knights who gave their lives,
they're still dead.
They came back as horses!
Arthur will go on to become King Arthur. I'm not sure I've ever seen a movie this pointless. And I'm pointing at you to illustrate my point.
Don't know if I've ever seen a movie in which it seemed as though the actors had a competition, a running bet to see who could be the most boring. Now, I'm not saying that all the actors participated. I think that Keira Knightley was like, no, I'm going to try to be interesting.
Mads Mikkelsen slicing that apple, he was captivating.
Yeah. Yes, but then you have Stellan Skarsgård. I love that guy.
Brilliant actor.
Clive Owen, who is completely dead the entire time.
And he keeps going on about freedom and freedom, and we have to fight the Saxons for freedom. The freedom of the Roman Empire?
Yeah.
Who enslaved you in the first place, who made you an indentured servant? You're fighting for their freedom? It doesn't make sense.
What frustrates me is you have 7 men and 1 woman, and most of them blur into one. We've seen this movie before on the show. It's called The Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
We've seen The Dirty Dozen. All of those movies make a bunch of individual people.
Yeah.
The Dirty Dozen makes 12 interesting people. Yep. They're all different from each other. You know all of their motivations. It's been done countless times before.
Dagonet forms a bond with the young boy, which is supposed to be character development, but the bond means nothing.
Yeah.
And the boy never even says anything.
Yeah.
Here's a scene that perfectly encapsulates everything that's wrong with this movie. What? Don't do that,
Sorry,
please.
I'm getting mad.
Here's a scene that perfectly encapsulates everything that's wrong with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right before the big battle, Tristan sets his hawk free. Tristan is squaring off with Cerdic, and he's losing. And we cut to the hawk, and both of us thought the exact same thing.
Come on, this hawk should come back to save him.
Does that happen? That does not happen.
It's alright that it doesn't happen, because that would probably be too hokey, but still.
But why cut to the hawk up there?
It's a spirit, man. It's a spirit.
Nah.
It has got to be so hard making a movie about King Arthur and not do anything that would make anyone in the audience quote Monty Python.
Because you don't want them to. Just even calling the people of Britain the Britons is going to inspire some Monty Python quotes.
Arthur, King of the Britons.
Well, I didn't elect you. Okay. I can't really think of anything else good about it. And yet I didn't really hate it, and I wasn't bored out of my skull. It's just sort of a nothing movie. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not anything. It's like a limbo movie.
Yeah.
King Arthur, we watched it. All of it. And now we are going to not think about it anymore. And instead we are going to do a little feature we like to call Seen It.
Seen it!
Stephen Matthew Donor, Don't Look Up, which I adored. Seen it.
Not seen it.
Now why haven't you seen it?
I haven't heard anything good about it, other than what this guy said.
You just wait to hear good things before you watch movies?
I can only watch so many movies in this lifetime.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. This is a very divisive movie. I think most people who I've heard talk about it hate it to death. Mm-hmm. I'm not one of them. I enjoyed it. I think it's climate change and social media era Dr. Strangelove. Mark Rylance literally plays Dr. Strangelove. People's main complaint about it seems to be it's too political, and, well, no shit, it's an Adam McKay movie.
Yeah, he just pisses people off in one way or another. Generally, people who agree with his politics.
I think his movies tend to be so audacious that they often come off as obnoxious.
Yeah.
And that's happened with me. I'm really not a fan of The Big Short. Don't Look Up I did like.
Let's talk about Don't Look Up. Anything else you have to say about it?
Leo DiCaprio really uglied himself up for it. He put on a few pounds. They gave him a really ugly beard.
M. Rowley writes, I think The Power of the Dog is probably the best that I saw this year. Seen it.
Seen it.
Just last night.
What'd you think?
I was very tired. And it's not a movie you watch when you're very tired.
This is not a movie that is going to wake you up.
No. The Power of the Dog, I powered through it. Amazing to look at. Very subtle, nuanced story. Don't watch it if you're in a complete state of exhaustion at 10 o'clock at night. But I did it.
A very accomplished piece of art. Bit of a dull movie.
I don't know if I'm one to say.
I'm one to say.
I've seen movies that take place in 1925. Someplace else, The Great Gatsby is happening. But out in Montana, it's still a Western out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about the movie going in other than that Benedict Cumberbatch plays the bad guy. And he's not even entirely bad.
Well, he's the bad guy, and he's also kind of the hero.
There's really no one in the movie that's good, which is great. That's how stories should be.
Yeah. Alexander Hawke. Tick, Tick, Boom with Andrew Garfield. It had great songs and was very moving story, especially for people who are struggling artists. Seen it.
Seen it. I don't know if there is a movie with a more specific audience than this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie is made for Broadway babies. Even more hyper-specific, ones that are really into Jonathan Larson.
But even someone like me who is not that, during that diner scene, I quickly figured out what was going on.
Well,
I mean, sure, I thought that Cheetah Rivera was Patti LuPone.
Yeah.
But come on.
I didn't know, are they just random songs that he never put out? I didn't know that there was something called Tick,
A
Tick,
show
Boom.
called Tick, Tick, Boom.
I
Right.
thought, are these pieces from Rent, like kind of inserted into this?
Yeah,
or from...
I kind of would have liked to have known that right off the bat.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but get annoyed by Jonathan, often.
Mm-hmm.
Just his bigness and his boisterousness. And at times I couldn't help but get a little annoyed by the movie, and that's Lin-Manuel Miranda for me. He's got an earnestness that at times is just sort of very much in your face.
Yes.
When Lin-Manuel Miranda says the word hope, he says it, hope. It's that.
Yeah.
All right, that's Tick, Tick. Okay, now we've got the oddball. We've got the non-new movie.
Lyrics from Sweden says, Fran Newhouse wants to know if you've seen the 39 Steps. Seems as though Lyrics is friends with Fran.
I think Fran can speak for herself, and I've also seen it.
I have seen it. This is the Hitchcock movie from around 1937-38.
Not nominated for an Oscar this year.
Some days I think that this is my favorite Hitchcock movie. It is when Hitchcock became Hitchcock. And it is North by Northwest, 20 years before North by Northwest. A man on the run, trying to prove his own innocence.
Robert Donat.
And the 39 Steps is a MacGuffin. At the end of the movie, when they start telling you what the 39 Steps is, they just cut away because it's not important. The important thing is that Robert Donat is running across Great Britain trying to live. Okay? Every day you're getting a step closer. Every day is a day closer to you understanding a MacGuffin.
I'm not sure I'll ever get there.
Well, if you want to understand things, you should check out our website.
Welcome to thebasementshow.com. You can go there and enjoy all of our episodes. They are all linked there. And there are PayPal donation buttons where you can click on them and make a one-time or rolling monthly donation to support our show.
Has anyone ever done this, Matt?
So many people have done this. One of them is Rudolph, who says, Dear Matt, Craig, and Tona, thanks for the many years of entertainment and education. I'm always happy when you guys cover movies I would never watch myself because they're too artsy or scary, or I had never heard of them. Greetings from Switzerland!
Hey, Switzerland!
Be sure to watch Unboxing, which comes out this coming Friday, and we want to thank you for slogging through King Arthur with us, and right now you can take a look at this.
Please do.
Thought I'd join you for a little cola.
Gin. Oh, sweetness.
That's very sweet.
Oh, sweetness.
Joking when I said you bludgeoned in your bed.
All of you were free from your first breath.